Okay, we'll start see how to deploy the Python code on the AWS. Okay, first we'll see the search for the AWS Beanstalk. Okay, you can search it here, AWS Beanstalk. Okay, so Elastic Beanstalk, AWS Elastic Beanstalk. So once you log in, you have to select your region in the Mumbai, whatever your region. Once you do that, you will see come to the environment. Okay, so this is what your elastic beanstalk environment, which you can see. Okay, here we are just uploading the sample code which is available in the Python platform, and we will upload that code and deploy that code on the AWS cloud. Okay, so first we have to do the create environment first. Okay, you can able to see here various configuration environment tier. So we are going to select all the free tier environment. Okay, not the paid one. Here you can see the two options: web server environment and the worker environment. Web server environment is a run a website or web application or a web API that serves HTML request. Okay, and there is another platform is a worker environment, which run a worker application that process long running workloads on demand and performs tasks on a schedule. Okay, so we are selecting default web server environment. The next tab is application information. Okay, so you have to give the name of the application which you are going to deploy on the beanstalk. So suppose I am giving okay, and beanstalk example 3. This is my name of the application. Then here environment information is given. Okay, keep this environment name, it will come by default. Okay, domain name. Okay, so keep it blank, it will automatically take the domain once you run the application. Then manage platform is there. Now here we have to select the platform. If you able to see, there are various platforms which are available: .NET Core or Linux, .NET on Windows Server, Docker is also there, Java, PHP, Python, everything is there. Okay, so from that we are going to deploy the app which is of Python. So we are selecting the Python, so it will display you the all the platform branch, platform version, etc. Okay, so it will come automatically. Then application code, there is a two ways are there: sample application and upload your code. Okay, so if you are having your own Python code, you can upload it. Else it there is also sample code available, you can just take that code and deploy. Now here beanstalk, elastic beanstalk, in that it will deploy your application, but it will store in the S3. Okay, so your code, suppose you are taking the upload your code, you are selecting here, then a local file, suppose you are selecting it from the local file. So where this local file is located? On your desktop. Okay, or wherever it is your code is present. But if you are selecting the public S3 URL, okay, it means that the code which is available in your S3 bucket, it will take it from there and it will run it in the elastic beanstalk. Okay, so this is way. So elastic beanstalk calls your S3 bucket code and run it. Okay, you can give the CLI command line interface, through that also it will work. But here we are not going to upload any code. Okay, we are going to take a sample application which is already available. Okay, so we select that option. Then there is a presets, configuration presets. Don't do anything. Okay, just let it be. Then click on the next. Now here, if you see this, service accesses, configure service accesses. Okay, now service role is here, create and use a new service role, use existing service role. So if you are going to select existing service role like this, okay, so here easy to keep here is also there. Okay, so I have already created one key in that. I'm going to select it, test key. Okay, again easy to instance profile. Okay, my profile is being created over there. Okay, I'm going to use it. So select this option, use an existing service role. I already created this. Or there is again an option, create a and use a new service role. Then that you have to create a new service role and you have to update. Okay, but I'm already using the existing service roles, that's why I am using this thing. Okay, then once I do this, there are various options you can able to skip to the review. Okay, if you see in the left hand side, there are various steps which have to be completed. Okay, step 1, configure a service role. Now we are on the second step. Like that, there are 5 steps are there. Okay, set up networking database and the tags, configure the instance traffic and the scaling. Okay, then configure update and monitoring and the logging. All these steps you have to perform individually if you want to configure. Okay, but I want by default all things it will set up itself own. So I directly moving towards the step number 6, that is a review. Okay, so here what I'll do, I have taken this all the settings which are use this existing service role, and I'm moving to skip to review. Okay, so I'm jumping to the step number 6. Okay, so if I click on the next, then I have to individually manually have to do the steps number 3, 4, 5, etc. But I don't want to do that. Okay, I want the, it will take the by default all the settings of the step number 3, by default settings of the step number 4, by default steps of the step number 5. Okay, and I'll jump to the directly to the step number 6. So that is the review step. So skip, and I'll click on the skip to the review step. So I'm jumping to the step number 6. So it will take a time. Okay, if you able to see step number 1, configure environment. So your environment is being configure service access. Okay, set up networking database. So it will, as I told you that we are skipping the step number 3, that is networking. So it has taken the by default all its settings. Okay, configure instance traffic and the scaling. So it has taken by default instances capacity. Okay, so it is a free tier, so no, it will not offer the cost. Okay, so I have done this all settings. Then once you do this, you have to click on the submit. Okay, it will take a time. If you see, it is a running. Elastic Beanstalk is launching your environment. This will take a few minutes. Okay, so it will take a few minutes to perform that. And bottom line, you can see the create environment is starting. Use Elastic Beanstalk app. Okay, so it is running all the S3 storage bucket for the environment, all the storage services. Okay, so this is way. So it will take a time to set up all the alarms. It will take time to set up all the settings of the monitor, alarm, manage updates, tags. Okay, so that's why it is showing the Elastic Beanstalk is launching your environment. Okay, so wait for some time, it will launch, and once it will launch, it's all data. Okay, we'll be able to see this. Okay, it will take a time. Then once you do that, I have already created an environment. Okay, output of this is nothing but you would able to see this. Okay, congratulations, your first AWS Elastic Beanstalk Python application is now running on your dedicated environment in the AWS cloud. Okay, so this is what you can able to see. Now here, once you do this, what next you have to do? Okay, so this is my environment running. Okay, I have already created environment, output of which I have already shown. Okay, so this is the second environment I have showing to you. Now I'll go to the environment. Okay, what I have to do? Okay, I have, this is the first environment which I have created. Okay, output of which is the same as the second one. Okay, health is okay, absent. Okay, now once you perform, Okay, so this is the second example which is running currently. Okay, so it will take a time, so output of it is the same. So I am going to select this. Once my health is okay, it will occur. Okay, you have to delete, terminate the environment. Okay, so terminate the environment, otherwise you will occur the bill. Okay, so first copy this. Once is control V. Okay, and terminate. Okay, just refresh. Okay, so if you select it, it is not, action is not showing, it means it is terminated. After some time it will be refresh. So this is where we create a we deploy the application in the Elastic Beanstalk. Okay.